Let's go out to Chattanooga and talk to Amanda. What's up, Amanda?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I am okay.
Okay. Okay. I will revise my answer and say I'm okay too. What's up?
So I'm calling because my husband had a dysfunctional, whatever you want to say, relationship with alcohol. And it just kept spiraling out of control and led to the point where it caused a giant issue with me and our kids. It started affecting our kids. So
giant issue like abuse or screaming and yelling?
Verbal.
Okay.
Like screaming, yelling, verbal. Questions of physical, but nothing I ever saw. But
what do you mean? What do you mean questions?
Like a kid saying he hit them in the head. So, and that was an issue, and that led to me removing myself and the children from the situation.
Good.
For a period of time until there were signs of improvement. And that improvement came of stopping drinking, and there was anger, and then remorse came. And then once we kind of reunified as a family, the remorse went away and the anger just stayed. And so I don't know how to move forward in this. We're in marriage counseling. And a lot of it's just, there wants to be blame placed on everyone but himself. And he'll own that the drinking was a problem, but he won't own the anger and the things that come along with things like that, where your marriage is going to start falling apart when something like that is in the house.
So can I be real honest with you?
Yes.
Unfortunately, throughout my career, I've had the honor and heartbreaking responsibility of sitting with women in a very abusive relationships.
Uh-huh.
And there's a very similar evasive way they communicate.
Uh-huh.
And I'm hearing that language with you. Because if you were to actually lay out in systematic order, here's what happens. Here's what me and my kids experience. You would be faced with, I know what I have to do.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Probably, yes.
I want to honor your evasive language. I'm not going to press you on it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw a couple things out that you can either say yay or no, or you can just not even answer. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
You can come home, or let me put it this way. When that car or truck drives up, your heart starts beating faster.
Mm-hmm.
And either your kids start getting a little bit maniacal or they go hide. And you don't feel safe in your own house. Or you're always looking to see where every kid is and what's their relationship with dad.
Some of that's true. Some isn't. He's a great father, and he loves the kids.
Did he get drunk and hit one of your kids in the head?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to revise what you just said. Because good fathers who love their kids don't get hammered and hit their kids in the head.
Yeah.
And I'm a father, so I'm just going to stand by that statement.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Okay. And if they do, they are on their face in the mud and gravel.
Yeah.
Saying they're sorry, and they will go to hell and back to get well and heal themselves so that crap never happens again.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at, is it's not, there's just a blame. There's no ownership. There's some ownership. And then it's like, well, this happened and you did this and you do this to me and our life is like this because you do this. And it's just.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you,
mm-hmm.
Is some of that, what he's saying, true or no? Is it all nonsense?
Some is true. Yeah. Like we have communication problems in our marriage, and I asked him to stop drinking several times and he wouldn't. And when he wouldn't stop drinking, I just distanced myself from him because every time I would hang out with him, it would turn into either a fight or he would make a snarky comment at me, and it was just
What
it
specifically is he saying that you do?
that I control our lives and I give him no control. And then I ask him, and he says that I need to make changes, and I ask him what changes, and then I am not given any response.
So
it's just
y'all are in marriage counseling right now?
Let this go. Yes.
Okay. So here's what I think the next step is, because everything feels very amorphous. And what he needs is a cold dose, a cold splash of water of reality. And that means you have to do the work of being very specific, crystal clear. This stuff changes, or me and kids leave, period. Yeah. And you did that once, and you said the drinking has to stop. And it did. Mm-hmm. What you thought was if the drinking stops, then all this other crap will stop too. And what you found out the hard way is drinking was just covering up all this other stuff and deeper issues.
Right.
And so now we have to deal with the safety issues, and we have to deal with the blame issues, and we have to deal with the whatever issues. But if you're going to one of those therapists that's just like, and how do you feel? And how does that make you feel? And how does that make you feel? You're just talking in circles, man.
Yeah, and that's not the case, but anytime she brings something up, he gets really defensive and angry. And if the focus is on him right now because of what's happened. And he's just like, I'm tired of just talking about me. So I don't.
Here's the deal. You can't control what he does. You can't control what he thinks. You can't control any of that. All you can control is you. And I would be very, very specific. And then also, if you and your therapist and him have worked out, you're right, Amanda, you do these things, then the onus is on you if you're safe. Now, for instance, you don't ever want to have sex with me. That's bull crap. Well, if you come home drunk all the time, or if you're angry all the time, or if the kids are yelling and you're on the couch with a beer, or you're on the couch with your feet propped up going, hey, are we going to hook up tonight? Then no, we're not having sex, right? So it's within a context. But if he walks in the door and you heard your kids away like little ducklings, and then he says, well, you disappear every time. That's probably true. Mm-hmm. And so I'll address those, my behavior, my participation in this where I can keep us safe. I will. But I'm going to be very specific about what I need in my home. And if he says, well, I'm not doing that, then he has made a choice to not participate in that home, because you made a choice that for his participation to continue, this is the way this has to be.
Yeah.
And it sounds like there's some very... It just sounds like somebody at some point needs to cut through all the, and everybody's just got to get through the clarity. Because you're doing it to him too, right? Like, I don't know, you're angry. Well, what does that mean? Well, let's just be real clear with each other. How does that sound?
Yeah. Good, yeah. But it won't, I've tried.
Okay.
But I guess I need to try again.
Well, it's more, you have to try, and with your counselor, you have to work out your or what moment.
Yeah.
And that's the other side of this. And sometimes it's a smart thing when somebody's really struggling with anger to have a very clear designated 30-day separation. We need to separate here so that you can get a grasp of your anger.
Yeah.
And there's some rules about that type of separation, very clear paths in that type of separation. And it can be very, very healthy and revealing. But it allows everybody to be calm, because nobody's having good conversations if he feels attacked and you feel attacked, and that makes him angry and that makes you shut down, whatever. No one's getting anything from that. But if there's a agreed upon contract between the two of you with your therapist, we're going to take 30 days and separate here. He moves out, y'all move out, whatever, I don't care. But we're going to figure it out. That's a common thing with somebody struggling with anger that just can't get the rage under control, or somebody who's experienced anger and just their nervous system won't let them be safe in their own house for a second.
Yeah, makes sense.
And maybe that's the path. You just have to sit with your counselor and come up with your or what statement. You do these things or.
Yeah. Is that like an ultimatum or no, or kind of?
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He keeps saying, "What are you going to do if I drink again?"
Well,
and I don't know.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
You do.
Like every time that I think about it, my mind just shuts off. Like, because it involves leaving, I think.
That's what I say. I think you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you absolutely know. And I also think that he knows you shut down.
Yeah.
The same as you know how to spin him up.
Yeah, that's true.
And you never, ever do that, do you?
No, of course not.
He needs to have his or what moments with you. I can't live in a home where somebody is controlling and demands this and this and this and this and this from me. Okay, he gets to do that. And you need to have your, here's what I need for me and my kids to feel safe. And if you got drunk and hit your kids in the head once, I promise you it's happened before. And as your mom, as the mom, you got to believe your kids until proven otherwise. Okay? Cool?
Yes.
Can I just tell you this? I hate this for you. I hate this for your husband. I hate this for your kids. I hate this for everybody.
Thank you.
I hate it for you.
Me too.
The words moving forward are clarity, 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 and then a little more clarity. What do you need? What do you want? And in partnership with your counselor, with the marriage counselor, here's my line of demarcation. Here is my or what statement. And I do think it's fair for him to get his or what statement too. But it's time for both of y'all to start being very, very clear. I hate it for y'all. Hate it, hate it, hate it. My hope and prayer for you guys is y'all are able to find peace in your home. Your husband's able to find peace and put the needs of his family and your kids and this thing y'all have built. That thing y'all have built is wobbly and it's fallen over. But he commits, you commit to build something totally new. I hope. That's my hope. That's my hope. It's going to be hard. That's my hope.